Trump.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome Let's have some fun again with the little thing called facts. Little thing called facts, guys. You know, facts is not like believing in it's not fake. You know, a lot of people hope Trump is not in the Epstein files, but see, that's faith. You gotta have faith. I believe that he's not in the Epstein files. That's faith. With no evidence. Yeah. Trump and his minions, man. Him and his minions. Trump and his minions, brother. He is a perv. I'm gonna prove it to you. I am going to prove it to you with 100% facts. Do it by 100% facts, guys. First, has anybody seen the deposition of Epstein when they asked Epstein about what is his relationship with Trump? Anybody seen that deposition? Okay, I'm gonna play it for you. I'm gonna let you see it too. I'm not gonna let you just listen to it. I'm gonna let you see it. Let me find my remote. Sorry, I have to do it like this, guys. My computer is messed up a little bit. So let me, yeah. So
Have you socialized with him? Yes. Yes. Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of question? I'm going to have to research right there.
you heard that? That's Epstein saying he asked, have him and Trump been with girls under the age of 18? Epstein pleaded the fifth. Hello, guys. He pleaded the fifth. So that's one instance where somebody won't say that the president was around young girls, right? That's one instance. That's just one, right? I'm going to give you some more. Let me see. Here we go. This is another instance that the president was around minors. Now, this is him. You know, he used to own pageants, right? This is the Teen Look of the Year pageant. Donald Trump is sitting there watching young girls in bathing suits flaunt in front of him and some other people. Here we go. You see Donald Trump? You see right there? Look at those girls. You hear him? This is the girls that Donald Trump was walking around. I mean, these girls was walking around in front of Donald Trump, even in bathing suits. There you go. This is the thing Donald Trump does, or he did.
Governor of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that. So you have done it. Well, I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show. Yes. And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else, and no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that everything is good. You later. Is everyone okay? They did it with no clue.
Did you hear that? Did you hear those girls, those young girls? He said he walks into the back of the pageant and inspects them. First clip, Epstein had to plead the fifth about hanging around him with young girls. Second clip, we clearly see Donald Trump is a judge in a teen pageant, looking at young girls in bathing suits, and then he said he's inspecting them. Okay, now, okay, we got some more. We have more. We have more. We putting it all together though. This is a woman who encountered Donald Trump.
We were in New York City on the media tour. They were doing a book launch at Trump Tower for the Universal Beauty book, and they had a bunch of former Miss USAs and Miss Universes and all 51 of us. We did the red carpet, and that was tons of fun. And then they lined us all up, and Trump went down the line, and he shook your hand and, looked you over, looked you up and down, head to toe, and was just checking everybody out.
And you thought, you felt?
I felt very dirty. It was very creepy. It's kind of like when you're at a bar and a creepy guy is checking you out. That was the experience for me.
Well, okay. We got that. We have that. And I'm gonna have to warn you, this is gonna be a little cringe, guys, about this. And I'm gonna explain something to you after this video. I just gotta wait for a second. Just give me a second. Now this is a sitting senator saying this, not me.
Donald Trump is not only named them, it is discussed this trial in which he was accused of raping a 13-year-old at Epstein's house. There is extensive discussions about a subpoena of Donald Trump in one of Jeffrey Epstein's cases in which he was accused for rape and sexual abuse. He was subpoenaed and gave a deposition in that case. There is extensive discussion between Donald Trump, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Mr. Wolf about not only...
See, Donald Trump has been accused with Epstein. They have it. That's why he don't want to release the full files. They have it on him. And you know who else is in the files? It's going to be a trip. Melania Trump is in the files. Melania Trump is in the Epstein files because she used to be a model, remember? And she used to work at another modeling agency. And that modeling agency was under Jeffrey Epstein's modeling agency. Yeah. And Epstein even told Michael Wolff that he was messing with Melania a whole year before Trump had her. Listen, I'm not saying it.
Life of Prince Andrew, but it is also about his connection to Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, Melania Trump. In fact, it contains Epstein is quoted. This is from an interview apparently in 2007, where he says that he had sex with Melania a full year before Donald Trump announced his relationship with Melania.
The hardcover copy of the book
See?
is widely available yesterday.
Epstein told Wolf that he was messing with Melania before Trump was. So what is that? What is it about? Is they passing the first lady around like candy? I didn't say it. They said it. So she's in the Epstein file. If that is true, she would definitely be in the Epstein file because she was hanging out with Epstein. There's pictures in like on the when you go to the video, you can see Melania hung out with Epstein, and she hung out with Ghislaine Maxwell. She knows him. She know him personally. She was well aware of what was going on because they did her the same way. When one got through it, he just gave her to Trump. So she's definitely aware of it. Sorry about that. These people are sick. They're sick. So what did that make the first lady if that's true? If Michael Wolff, well, what Epstein told Michael Wolff, if that's true, what does that make the first lady? Does that make her the first lady or the first HO? I'm not gonna finish that. Yeah. Man, these people, I don't even know what to say. They're all, man. There's so many people in. Prince Andrew was in. He's definitely in the Epstein files because Prince Andrew. Excuse me, Prince Andrew in Trump's first term. Do you remember when he had to leave and the Queen, she was still alive then. She asked Trump not to prosecute Prince Andrew, and so Trump DOJ didn't prosecute him. They just sent him back to England with no charges, but they told him he cannot never come to the deal for Prince Andrew. They told Prince Andrew he could never come back to the United States again. So he's in Epstein files. You know, that forgot his last name, Ellison. He bought TikTok, and now TikTok you can't even like put Epstein in the search list or nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Yeah. So we have that proof that Trump was actually around those minors. I just showed it. Trump was looking at little minors when he was a judge at Look at the Year pageant. Little girls running around in bathing suits, and he just sitting there in the chair. Just man, come on, man. Yeah, let's watch it. Let's watch it again. Oh, sorry about that. Get my face out there.
Participated in an exhaustive round of personal interviews designed to help our judges discover what they call the
Yeah, he definitely did it. And why is nobody talking about this one minor that went to the FBI Yeah, nobody's talking about that. See, you know what? Michael Cohen, he was see, this is the thing. Nobody's really talking about this. Everybody know who Michael Cohen is, right? Well, Michael Cohen was working with the Midas Touch, right? Had his own podcast, everything. So, okay, Michael Cohen, right? Everybody knows Michael Cohen. Maybe a month ago, Michael Cohen was on Midas Touch podcast, right? He was like a contributor or something. He comes out recently, says, all of that stuff I was talking about Trump, I lied. Letitia James made me do it. That's what he's saying now. So yeah, so Michael Cohen is now coming out and saying all of the stuff he's been talking about lately, he lied about it. The government made him do it now, so he's not even on really any podcast anymore. He's lost all credibility because somebody caught him in a lie about one case, right? They say they asked him a question. You never heard anything about Epstein all the time that you've been working for him? So he was like, no. He was like, no. He was like, they asked Michael Cohen, you never heard about anything about Epstein the whole time you've been working for Trump? Michael Cohen said no, right? Then he said, "Oh, there was this one time when this girl who did accuse him of something, and I hired a private investigator to go look look for her and take her statement. But when I got there, it was like the address was like a parking lot. That's what Michael Cohen said. Well, come to find out, that 13-year-old girl that accused Trump of essaying her, she was found dead, shot in the head, a week later. Yeah, this 13-year-old girl had went to the police about Trump, and a week later, the 13-year-old girl was found shot in the head. Michael Cohen knows that. That's when he got caught in that lie, and he got kicked off the Midas Touch and everything. Yeah, he says when they asked him, you've been working for Trump for decades. You never heard anything about the? Oh no, I never heard it. No, but it was this one time though, and that one time that's when he said he sent the private investigator, but it was a parking lot. That girl ended up dead, shot in the head a week later. Nobody talks about that. Now Michael Cohen is back on Trump's side after all the shit he was talking this last few years. He said the New York attorneys made him say the stuff he was saying about Trump. Now he's saying that. Michael Cohen. Yeah, but the president is a pervert. Get back on topic. He's a pervert. He's a definitely pervert. Here goes your president right here. Sorry about that.
Have you ever socialized Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
You know, I'd like to answer that question, at least today. I know it has to be certain I fit. Since the 14th and then the register.
Trump.
Okay, well, that was Epstein saying he had to use his Fifth Amendment because he didn't want to answer the question if him and Donald Trump was around women under the age of 18. Plead the Fifth. All right. And there's more. Donald Trump, young girls, Donald Trump, he's the judge. You can hear his voice.
Each girl is considered not only for her beauty and poise, but also for her personality and that indefinable something extra.
This is Donald Trump being a judge at the look of the year. Those are the girls.
Owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that. So you have done that. Well, I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show. Yes. And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else, and no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure everything's good. You better get the dress. Is everyone okay?
Did you hear he said he was inspecting those young girls? Those girls right there. He said he walked to the back and he was inspecting them. Ha. President? Mr. President, you're a pervert. You got a teen pageant. You're sitting up there watching teens in bathing suits, and then you're walking backstage while the teens are getting dressed. You go on Howard Stern and say that what you're doing is like it's a normal thing to do. I forgot. When you're famous, they just let you do it.
Is everybody okay?
When you're famous, they let you do it, right? I think I'm through.